Being just 25 years old, world-class athlete Simone Biles has stunned the world with her talent. Holding the honor of being the most decorated athlete of all time, she knows how always to stay humble. While accepting the Rose Bowl Institute Award for Sportsperson of the Year, Simone mentioned her sports idol, Jackie Robinson. In this video, we'll show you how the athlete honors Jackie Robinson for breaking the color barrier. Starting off with the award Simone Biles received. The Rose Bowl Stadium, located in Pasadena, California, just celebrated its 100-year anniversary this year. This stadium has been the center stage for many historical tournaments, such as the 1994 FIFA World Cup. For this reason, it's also recognized as a National Historic Landmark. So, to celebrate such a momentous occasion, the Rose Bowl Institute decided to hold its first award ceremony. The institute serves as an educational center for many young athletes and has the motto, "Sports has the power to unite people everywhere." Staying true to that motto, the institute launched its most significant award, which is the Sportsperson of the Year, and nominated a wide variety of athletes across different sports and backgrounds. The nominations included Tom Brady, Simone Biles, Jrue Holiday, Nelson Cruz, and Neko Goumake. Though these were all talented individuals, the Sportsperson of the Year ended up going to none other than Simone Biles. The nominees for this award were selected by the advisory board of the institute. They singled out the athletes who had won many sportsmanship awards in the past year in their respective sports. Explaining the reasoning behind awarding the famous gymnast with this award, the board claimed Biles was a clear winner. Why? Well, she always chose her team herself. Kudos to the athlete on this special award. So, who did the decorated gymnast honor in her acceptance speech? Well, the award itself was named after the legendary basketball player Jackie Robinson, so Biles mentioned the late athlete in her speech while accepting the award. The Rose Bowl Institute's Twitter page posted a video of the athlete accepting the award and sharing a few words about her win. "We think it might be because of schedule conflicts and COVID restrictions that she couldn't make it to the event itself." Clad in a brown button-down shirt, the 25-year-old expressed her joy for winning this award. Later on, she mentioned Jackie Robinson, the famous baseball player who also won the Sportsman of the Century award at the same event. Biles recalled the baseball player's untiring efforts against racism in sports and how his work has inspired her. The 25-year-old gymnast listed all the qualities that Robinson had and that she admires. These included his grit and resilience in the face of adversity. He also had what Biles called self-love, which is not something you see athletes promote that much these days. Apart from that, the American gymnast also applauded the Rose Bowl Institute for spreading the, quote, leadership, sportsmanship, and citizenship amongst its students. At the end of her speech, she congratulated the stadium on its 100th birthday. And now let's look at the legacy Jackie Robinson left behind. Receiving the Sportsman of the Century award by this esteemed institute is no small feat. What sort of legacy did Jackie Robinson leave behind for him to earn such an accolade? Well, being the hero of his hometown Pasadena, Robinson had to face many battles to become the decorated player he has become today. Jackie Robinson was the first African American to play in the Major Baseball League. In 1947, he was signed to play first base for the Brooklyn Dodgers. This ended the racial segregation that had existed in that sport for years. He finally broke past the color line and opened doors for other African American athletes to do that as well. In 1969, the Pasadena native won the National League Most Valuable Player Award, again becoming the first African American to do so. He has also been a major part of the civil rights movement, which spread across America in the 1950s. His actions had always reflected his politics. He made sure to help other African Americans with the success he had gained. With all of this work under his belt, there's no wonder why Robinson has received this enormous accolade and why athletes like Simone Biles are still in awe of him many years later. The Rose Bowl Institute invited the late athlete's daughter, Sharon Robinson, for a one-hour discussion about his legacy. His daughter not only spoke at length about his dedication to sports, but also to the civil rights movement. There's even a memorial statue for this American legend on the grounds of the institute. Finally, let's take a look at the ROSI Awards ceremony. Celebrating the 100th birthday of a legendary stadium definitely becomes a huge affair. On 13 August, the stadium welcomed many celebrities and athletes to spend a night celebrating this historic location. Titled The Party of the Century, the event saw celebrities such as Vince Young, Warren Moon, and Bill Walton pose for photographs dressed in their finest suits. The event also hosted a fundraiser and ended up raising $2.1 million for the institute and the services it provides. After the awards ceremony, which celebrated athletes like Simone Biles and Jackie Robinson, the stadium was set for some amazing spectacles. An airplane show dazzled the guests as they chatted with the reporters and recalled the wonderful memories that the stadium held for them. The stadium was also prepared for a beautiful fireworks show as the night rolled in. The fireworks were a perfect way to end such a memorable event. The inaugural awards became the highlight of this 100th anniversary. The chief executive officer of the institute explained that these awards were a perfect way to celebrate the Stadium's 100th birthday. After many COVID lockdowns and other delays, we're glad this grand event finally took place. And now, let's see what the Sports Person of the Year is up to these days. While she's winning Olympic medals and receiving accolades, the 25-year-old gymnast does have time to focus on her blooming love life. Yes, the star athlete is just head over heels for the NFL player Jonathan Owens. While the two have been in a relationship since 2020, they just announced their engagement. Simone revealed that she got the ring on Valentine's Day. How romantic. In an interview with Access, a smitten Biles revealed that the two just instantly, quote, vibed when they first met. The American gymnast disclosed that the two had met by just sliding into each other's DMs. After finding each other cute, they decided to meet, and the rest, as we say, is history. But that's not all. Biles had a lot to share about their first date. Apparently, the two bonded over a game night and a glass of wine. Later on, as the two lovebirds felt more comfortable with each other, they opened up about their insecurities. Simone explained that both of them belonging to the sports world does help them understand each other better. The couple is set to marry in 2023, but an official date hasn't been decided yet. Until then, they keep posting cheesy photos together and supporting each other's wins. We wish the couple a very happy engagement. But that's not all the Olympic star has been sharing with the press lately. Even though she's taking a break from the world of gymnastics, she's still out there sharing more details about her personal life with her fans. In a recent interview, she opened up about her difficult childhood and how that has shaped her life. Many of you may not know this, but Simone had been raised in foster care for a huge chunk of her life. Her biological mother struggled with drug abuse, so Biles was put into foster care. She recalled how difficult that time was in her life. In a Dancing with the Star episode, she further explained the horrors she faced in that system. She recalled how scared and overlooked she was and how her foster parents would feed their cat before feeding her. She cried over how she didn't have a mother to run off to during her childhood. The only thing that got her through all of it was the visits from her grandparents. She looked forward to those visits the most. After a long battle, her grandparents adopted Simone and have raised her since. She's mentioned how grateful she is of her grandparents and how much they've supported her throughout her career. Finally, what is Simone up to now? As we mentioned before, this girl is on a journey towards self-healing and is taking some time off of sports. So she's dipped her toes into unfamiliar territory. After showing up on the reality show Dancing with the Stars, Simone is now about to star in a new show run by Snapchat called Daring Simone Biles. A trailer for the show has dropped on social media, and in it, we see the Olympic star trying out pretty much everything there is, from beekeeping to baking and, well, a lot of other stuff. We can't wait to see the full show. That's a wrap for this video. What do you think of Simone's tribute? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.